What's up, everybody? It's your boy King David, and I'm back at it with another video. This is day 8 out of a lifestyle on semen retention. I'm back, guys. I'm back. So, it's so important for a man to be retaining these days, and there's so many that aren't, that you become like a rare species amongst everybody. Now, I believe that every man can do this journey. I think some people just don't do it because they feel um, there's too much anger, there's too much trauma that brings up in their life. And I realized that that was me too. I had a lot of anger. I had a lot of things that I went through in the past that it took me some time to get over. Now, when I mean get over, I don't mean get over in a sense of um, in a negative way. I mean it in a positive way. I mean it as in you're going to have to eventually deal with these things in your life. There's going to be moments in your life you're going to be thinking about your past and like, why did I do this and why didn't I do that? But in reality, everything happens for a reason, guys. It's all part of your destiny. And if you retain, it brings it up faster. It's like almost as if you're running on low battery, guys. Like you're running on nothing. You have no fuel in your tank and you expect to drive 100 miles. It's like, but you're on E, guys, and you're running off of E. You'll still make it, but at the same time, what are you doing trying to drive 100 miles? Go to a gas station, fill up, guys. So retain. And I can't stress it enough that it's so important to retain because it just is. The amount of stuff that I'm able to complete, the amount of things that I'm able to do when I'm retaining is unbelievable. The words that I articulate, the things that I say and I'm able to do are just so much stronger. The vibrations that I send out to people, the people that interact with me is so much better. It's so much lighthearted. It's so much pure, And you also get the bad too. Like there'd be times when I walk into Walgreens or some other store, and there'll be people who just give you the most meanest, ugliest look ever. They just don't like you. They don't like your energy. They don't like the fact that you're increasing energy and they're not. So it's true, man. Like you can't be out here in this world with so much light, so much brightness, so pure, so unbothered by these uh, things that normally people would be invested in. And you can. I say you can't, but you can. But you just have to protect your light. You have to always make sure you're, saying your affirmations. You have to always make sure you're doing the right steps in order to achieve these goals, guys. It's not just retention. Retention's kind of just the beginning. It's the catalyst. It's the something. It's like the generator. It's the power to your body. Now, you have to realize how powerful you guys are. You have to realize how strong you guys are, especially on retention. That energy boils up, testosterone gets stronger, yada yada, scientific benefits of it, cool. But you want to get deeper into the spiritual side too, and you want to get deeper into understanding why these things happen. Now, when you're depleted, guys, when you're a gooner, and like I've said before, I don't like to call people gooners, but that's just the word that's out nowadays. People goon. Oh, I watch an Instagram video. I'm gonna goon to this. It's like, dude, you're a gooner. Stop gooning to videos on the internet. It just makes no sense to waste your energy in that way. So what I'm trying to point at here is the fact that when you begin to retain, um, you're not going to vibe with a lot of people. You're not going to vibe with the same kind of conversations. You're not going to vibe with this ridiculousness that people have going on in their life. You have to break the ice in order to start a conversation like that. They'll be talking about some stuff that you're just not interested in anymore. Before, in the past, you were depleted. You were interested in those things. You were like, oh yeah, do this to this girl or do that to this girl. It's like, guys, look, stop talking like that. It's messing your frequency up. It's messing yourself up. You're messing with your mind every time you watch that stuff. You're messing with your energy, your sexual energy, the most potent energy in this planet. You have the seed of life in you, guys. You really do. And if you're just out here squandering it with women that you don't even care about, or you're just giving them all your energy and they're going to use it to their benefit while you sit back and you have no energy. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Now, if you love the woman, right? You love her, she loves you. You're in a relationship, you're in a marriage, that makes sense to give her your energy because that's going to come back to you. She's going to go out, she's going to use your energy, and she's going to cultivate it. You guys are going to have like a circle. There's going to be a loop that's going to come back to you, and you're going to be energized through what you're doing. She's going to be energized through you giving her the seed of life. You know what I mean? Or whether if you, here's the thing, guys, it's a tricky situation because you don't want to release, but then at the same time, you want to release with the right person. You don't want to maybe get her pregnant, but at the same time, maybe you do. It depends, guys. Like, it depends on what you feel is the right path for you. I think retention is kind of close to celibacy, but it isn't, guys. You can still have great relationships with women and be in committed relationships and not release your seed. It's called tantric, right? Now, that still burns out your dopamine receptors. The whole idea of this channel is to recover your dopamine receptors, to stop the PMOing, and to deplete yourself from the dopamine that you're getting from everyday activities. So, what do you want to do that implements better lifestyle habits? Like I said before, the fasting and the eating correctly and the working out. Yes, that's great things, but there's also other things that you could be doing that are going to help you long term, guys. Um, Me, I like to download video games and play them online. That's a great way to spend your time. But don't be doing shooter games, guys. Like you want to keep it positive. I'm not saying you have to be the most positive person in the world, but the more positive you become, the more light you have within you, the more you have to spend out here. And why does things just magically come to you, guys? Like, it's almost unbelievable how quick you can go from 0 to 100 like that on semen retention. You go from this guy who's just lethargic, laying in bed, can't get out of bed, you're sleepy, you're tired, you don't know how to get up, you're I got to take a shower, you're covered in juice of your own. It's like, dude, what, you're going to live like that for the rest of your life? You're going to be, subject to these um encounters with people that you really don't want to have. You're going to be told what to do, when to do it, and why to do it all the time. It's like, do you want to take control of your life? Do you want to take back the reins? Do you want to be the man who is really retaining? You know, I'm on day 8, guys. So this is just the beginning of a lifestyle. And the more you go into it and the further you go into it, the better it becomes. Um, so I want to touch on a couple more things in this video because I don't want it to just be about retention. But I want you to know that it's like Dragon Ball Z. It's like you start off like a power level of nothing, right? You're training, you're becoming better, you're becoming stronger, and then eventually you're able to go Super Saiyan through rigorous training, through all these things. But then in the newer episodes, you realize that they can go Ultra Instinct, they can go God mode, yada yada. These are through relaxation, through meditation, through letting things come to them naturally. Now, yes, they trained very hard for this as well, but it was a different kind of training. And that's the reality of life. You're spiritually training yourself. You have a spiritual currency. And when you have a spiritual currency, things come to you more in abundance. Things come to you more naturally, how they're supposed to come to you. Why do they come to you more naturally? Is because you're retaining life. You have life within you. You have a life that you're not wasting. You're taking care of yourself. You have self respect, you know? And I don't want you guys to think that um, being with women is bad, guys. Being with women is a beautiful thing. You can have platonic relationships. You can have relationships with a woman that aren't platonic and be, in serious committed relationships. But you have to know that the person is willing and accepting of what you're going through as well, or at least stay at a distance for some time until you're able to control your energy. No, if things happen naturally, that's what I always say. If things happen naturally, organically, that's how it's supposed to happen. Like if you're gonna be with your woman, you're gonna release. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that either. You know, it's just how are you using your energy? You have so much to give. We're givers, guys. We give energy to people. Now, women are more like of a cultivator. They take the energy. That's why it's a bit freer for them than we have. We have to cultivate our energy in a different way than they cultivate their energy. They get energy through kind of a similar sense as we do. It's just a flip-flop effect, you know? We get our energy from going out, committing or not committing, uh from going out. I guess you could use committing. Committing is a word. Committing yourself to something that is going to benefit you, gaining the knowledge, reading books, you know, um, studying, doing things that are going to help you, you know. And you'd probably notice the difference in how I was on my first video and how I am now. But I've been doing it for years, guys, and it's a big difference when you've been doing it for so long. It's just effortless. It's flowing. It's a flow state. You get into this beautiful flow state. And this flow state is amazing because your aura becomes magnetic. Now that's what I wanted to name this video is magnetic aura. You are a magnetic person. You are a little bit different from a lot of people, which is okay. But that magneticness is what you need. You need to be able to walk into a room and don't really say much, but your presence is enough. If you walk in and no one notices you, that's fine. That's what you live. That's how you are. That's what stage you're in. But will you progress from that stage? Will you become better? Will you become a man who walks in a room and people go, "Damn, that's a man. That's somebody who's holding himself together well, who's actually doing what he's supposed to be doing." And I feel that there's so many men who are too weak to the cheeks, too weak to the lust, too weak to the Instagram women, the women that they don't even know. It's like you don't even know these women, and you're commenting and you're simping over these women. I use the word simping, but I don't even think of these. These words are made up. It's all just alpha, beta, simp, yada 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 yada. All that stuff is just that's what I think of it. It's just somebody who wants to degrade another individual by saying they're lesser than they are. In reality, we're all men. We all have abilities to become more masculine men. And the thing is, we all have an ability to become a warrior, to become a teacher, to become a scholar, to become somebody great, guys, in this world, to be a pillar of the community. I like to listen to Greg Plitt because he really gets my mind going, you know? And the reason why I listen to him is because he just has a way of thinking that I feel like I would have connected with him in so many different ways before he had passed. And he's able to just speak to you into a depth that other men don't, or haven't, I should say, haven't, for me at least. Same with David Goggins. David Goggins is great too, but I feel like he yells a little bit too much, guys. He's always yelling. Makes sense. He could be like a drill sergeant or something. The way he changed his mindset, and it's all about changing your paradigm, guys. I don't want to keep this video too long. Make sure you guys are retaining. This is going to be, a whole series. I'm probably going to stop at day 365, and that's when I will. That's when I'll just start making videos about just spirituality and things like that. So, keep in touch, leave a comment, like and subscribe if you want. Peace out, guys. Have a blessed day.